Welcome everyone to The Last Dove, a West Texas inspired sim. Also seems to be inspired by a book and miniseries known as The Lonesome Dove, I mean. In any case, we're going to be taking a look at it today because it is very a beautiful looking sim, and it's made in a style that I don't really see as much, which is that a good bit of it is actually more of a scenic environment than just the town here. We'll go ahead and take a look at these horses real quick as well. This sim has a lot of the like avatar bots moving around here, like this guy here. He moves around a while. He'll move around the sim quite a bit actually on his own. I think everybody we're going to see here on the sim, I think, is going to be one of the bot actors they have about here. Looks like a couple broken pieces of wood around here on the holding pen here, but the horses seem to be fine. So let's go ahead and move on here. We'll go ahead and explore this area first, and then head across the bridge to a more town-like area. We got a nice little wagon here. I can hear a snake on the ground, but I don't see it. Rattlesnake. Oh, there it is, I think. Yeah, it's sitting right there. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at it. Ah, yep, there it's striking out. I guess it is, in fact, rattlesnake there. And it stops when we stop messing with it. Looks like a small little house here. Two people inside. Nice bit of decoration around, along with some beds. I think it's basically like a living room slash bedroom, along with a kitchen behind us at the moment. There's this guy sitting here at the table. It's actually a pretty nice view from the window there. And on a rare occasion, like now, I actually have the distance put up all the way, so we're seeing everything on this region at the moment as we walk around at once. Usually I'd have the distance set to like 200, but this one's at max, so... Oh, there's that guy I was talking about that walks around. Yep, there he goes. You can see the chicken kind of hanging around here, looking about, too. Got a nice pot steaming off here, it looks like. It looks like we have a little storage for what looks like maybe water, perhaps? Because I see a lot of barrels and buckets and whatnot. Yeah, there's bottles in there, so yeah, it is some sort of storage, it looks like. We got some more horses out this way. Looks like we have a little bit of a prairie as well. A lot of little bit of grasses and whatnot around here compared to where we started at. Nice little lounging spot with some shade. And we got some cows here. Or bulls, perhaps, actually. Those are some long horns, actually. Yeah, as you can look out further and further, it's pretty much like it's very much set up to be a town of sorts out in the middle of nowhere. And the main striking spot seems to be the river right along straight forward here, which we haven't seen much of it yet, but it actually goes through the middle of the region, basically. I don't know if they're building like a well here. That almost looks like it's like muddy water that's gone, that burst up to the top there. I'm not sure. Like, that's kind of what it looks like to me, but it might be something completely different. This looks like where they set up the horses and whatnot, and probably tan out the leather. Another cow over this way. This one seems to have learned levitation. Yeah, it looks like there's the upstairs, but it doesn't seem to be much up there, I don't think. You can basically see up here from the ceiling. Another horse lounging about. Guess waiting to get its horseshoes, if this is any indication. Burning and hot, that's for sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is anything up here. Got a few sacks of stuff here, probably like flour and, I don't know what else it could be. Maybe like, potatoes, maybe? I don't know. Originally I was going to say beans, but I don't think beans are usually in a sack like that. Maybe like coffee grind, perhaps, but, yeah, we're going to cross the bridge here, which, as you can see, there's actually no river at this point. The river is actually over this way, which is actually kind of surprising that it doesn't run through here. But, we have another person hanging out here. One by the name of Jasper, it looks like. Some of them don't seem to move around as much, but, they are around. And now we're getting into, like, the town area proper, which we're going to be taking a look at. Looks like somebody started the foundation of something here, but didn't quite finish it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this back area first before we go looking through the buildings. Looks like we have a small start of a graveyard here. 4 graves. I'm assuming there's probably a lot of references to the series this place is based on, but unfortunately I haven't read the book or seen the miniseries of it. This place just caught my eye because it looked fantastic to me. Yeah, it looks like we have an outhouse here that somebody's just kind of waiting for. Oh, we got little goats. Little baby goats, and then we have regular goats. It looks like somebody lost their hat here. Yeah, the bigger ones seem to be lounging around. They seem to be making a few noises, though, now that I hear it. Somebody's doing laundry, it looks like. Alright, I think we can move back around and start looking through the buildings now, I think. Yeah, you can actually see along the way here, there's like a dust storm along the river as well, which kind of, can't see as well through the dust storm on the other side, but there's not too much to look at over on the other side of the river. We'll go ahead and pop in here and see what's going on. Nothing much, it looks like. Must be like another storage spot here. It looks like somebody's been up here, though. Guess we have some writing material and a lantern up here. Maybe somebody comes up here to write and draw, actually. We'll move on to the chapel, it looks like, this time around. Looks like we have some cactus here. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more cactus around. Looks like somebody's here thinking. As they're the one that seems to be taking up residence here. Knew it. Oh, we see a tumbleweed going by. It seems there's some more chickens, and that's a very reddish horse there, actually. Pretty neat, actually. Don't see him that many in that color. Now we're heading into the dry bean here, which this spot actually looks like it's fairly decorated out, it seems like. Got some dice on the table here. Can do some gambling. Got a piano for music as well. Got a door here, which is probably for a closet, I imagine. Yeah, looks like it. Nothing really going on in there. There's an upstairs here, too, which I guess must mean there's an in-room up here. I think that's one of those spitting buckets, and it looks like everybody has their hats up. Various bits of alcohols around. Let's see if I can get a text refresh on this stuff. Jack Daniels. It looks like we have a picture of... Yeah, it looks like a picture of the actual place, maybe. From either the show or from someplace in real life, I imagine. Curious. I assume that door over there probably leads back outside. Got various different advertisements for some alcohol here. Whiskey. Bourbon. Yep, that heads back to the outhouse, apparently. We got someone here, it looks like, enjoying a good book. Probably waiting to play cards with somebody. Yes, it does appear that we have an in-room here. Looks fairly nice, too, but you would kind of expect an in-room to look decent, right? Yep, Texas. Like I said before, this is supposed to be a re-imaging of West Texas. Little plants on the windowsill there. guess we have a little lounging area here as well. Alrighty. Go ahead and move on to this building here. Looks like we have a goat sitting out in front of it, along with a chicken, or a rooster. Oh, it's saying it's locked. Okay. Is this empty then? Oh, there's a little bit in here. Nice little chair by a fireplace. And a bed as well. Don't see anything about it being rented out from the front of it, so I'm not sure if maybe the owner lives here, maybe? Ah, it's one of those clay heating ovens. Can I open this one? Yeah, it does open, okay. Doesn't appear to be much in here, though. It's actually pretty dark in here, though. Let's take a look out the window. Yeah, we looked out just in time to see somebody roaming around. I believe that's our friend from earlier roaming around, I imagine. There's a tumbleweed again. We can see down there a lot of horses by the river, but we're going to go ahead and save that for last, I think. You only really have this one building left in any case. Besides that. Yeah, it looks like a chicken is hanging out with it looks like a squirrel perhaps. Maybe it's some sort of a different style of one there. Not quite sure. A lot of different barrels and sacks out here. I think this may be like a general store, I imagine. Ah, there's another little spot here. Same thing as the thing we just looked at, but I don't know if there's anything inside, though. You can see that dust storm out that way. Can't even get inside this one, apparently. I'm assuming just from what I looked in there, it doesn't seem to be anything inside, though. Nope, nothing in here. So we'll go ahead and move on to this place proper. That's that little raccoon out there. Tomatoes, peppers, apples. What are these sacks? Let me see. Oh, it looks like they're flour, potatoes, things like that. Coffee as well, looks like. There we go. Oh, looks like we have some pictures on the wall here. I guess this is from the show that the place is called. This place is based on. Lonesome Dove. I keep on wanting to say Dove, but it's Dove. I guess we got some illustrations here as well. I'm assuming this is probably from the book. And yeah, it does look like a pretty much a recreation of what we've just went through, it looks like, for the most part. Don't know if this is just... Okay, yeah, it looks a bit blurry by default, it looks like. But it's designed for a building, a house, or more or less. Huh, okay. A lot of different bits here. And this one looks to be for river crossings. And there's this massive picture on the wall here of a horse river crossing, yeah. But it looks like we can go ahead and go over to the area with the where it looks like a river crossing is about to take place. As you can see across the river here that we're taking a look at, there's actually nothing else beyond this town. As it's supposed to, I think, probably give the impression of being a place surrounded by just kind of wilderness and nothing along those lines. Yeah, it looks like all the horses are ready for the water or river crossing. Getting fed up and just kind of hanging about. Can hear one clopping about out here. But yeah, I really like the style of the sim. I don't see many Western sims in general around Second Life. There's probably a couple of roleplay ones, but none that are particularly scenic like this one. Nice little view of the river, as you can see it here. You can see all the prairie grasslands out and about here. They did a pretty good job on this, I have to say. But in any case, I think that'll be just about it here for Last of. Would recommend coming and seeing it if you can. And I will see you guys in the next video, which should be here pretty soon. See you then.